Hello and welcome to another Zach Carnage Battle Report. Yes, it's finally time to have another one. And this time we've got something a bit special. I'll be playing my ultimate Necron list over in that corner, which I showed you a couple of videos back, so you can go and take a look at that if you want. And I'm going to be playing against an allies list. First time I've done this, so I'm going against Grey Knights and Tau. So this is the army that I'm up against. We've got 10 fire warriors with, they got, bonding knife ritual thingy on all of them. Then the Tau also have a hammerhead with rail, submunition and smart missile systems. And 3 crisis suits. Looks like they've got plasma fusion. 3 with plasma fusion, and then a commander who's got cyclic ion and plasma. No drones in there. I guess it didn't have the points or something. Then for the actual Grey Knights, I've been told this guy is standing in as Drago. So we've got Drago with 4 paladins, 2 hammers, 2 halberds. 4 more paladins with all halberds and 1 psi cannon, and 4 more paladins, 3 swords, 1 halberd with psi cannon. So we're doing a bit of a fun mission today. We've got 3 primary objectives, 1 here, 1 there, and 1 in that building on the first floor. But there are extras. These aren't objectives, they're just game things that we've added in. So as you can see, we've got a Land Raider. Now neither army is actually playing the Land Raider. What it is a piece of terrain which any unit other than a vehicle can interact with. Whenever there's a unit within 1 inch, they can give up their shooting phase to fire one of the weapons on it. So it could be the twin link las or the bolters on the front. But these 4 paint pots mark the 4 corners of a shield wall, and the shield wall will go up whenever anyone shoots at the Land Raider for the rest of that player's turn. So if I shot my warriors at it, back there, if they came out and shot at it, then the shield wall here would be up and nothing would be able to walk or shoot through or even assault through, so you just basically couldn't get from the outside to the Land Raider or from the inside out until the end of my turn. Then when my opponent goes, it's down again. But there is another thing here. We have the generator for the shield wall, and any unit can interact with this when it's within 1 inch. And what they do is they roll. They don't have to give up anything. They roll, and if they get 3+, then the shield wall goes up until they turn it off again. So that's more of a permanent solution. And the final add-in we've got is over here. That's my Doomside, which obviously isn't on yet. What we've got here is the Space Marine drop pod. And this is acting like another one of those conditional things. So when a unit gets within 1 inch of this, they roll. On a 3+, the Land Raider has been lined with explosives. So on a 3+, the Land Raider is going to blow up. And that means that after that no one will be able to use it, and it will hit everything within the shield wall radius. So that's basically it. And that's going to be strength 2 plus D3. And then it will just be AP blank for an explosion. But yeah, those are 2 armies. The allies, I guess I should call them, have the first turn. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so that was the end of Grey Knight turn 1, or Allies turn 1. The Fire Warriors moved up here and ran 1 inch. Paladins moved up, ran 4 inches. Paladins with Drago moved up, ran 4 inches. Hammerhead moved up and opened fire on my Ghost Ark, and it hit, but it didn't manage to do anything. They basically moved off this, and the Crisis team and commander are taking shelter behind the Land Raider, and the 4 paladins are there, just moved up. So yeah, it looks like the Fire Warriors are going to go for this, so I probably don't want to get too close to the Land Raider, but we'll see what happens in my turn 1. Okay, so I finished my first turn. This is a bit of a look at the battlefield, what I did. So first moved up the Warriors and the Overlord and ran them. Moved up the Warriors at the back, moved up the Ghost Ark to get into cover. The Veil Tech and his Deathmark unit, they Veiled Darkness over here and shot off. Only actually managed to do 1 wound on the Paladins, surprisingly, but did something. And then the Wraith and the D-Lord just moved up and ran, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, hopefully they're going to survive for next turn, because I kind of need them. So we'll see what happens in Grey Knight turn 2. Okay, so the Grey Knights have finished their second turn. Kept moving up. They've got Fire Warriors in the exploding device, so they're ready to blow up whatever's over there. Drago and his squad moved up and killed 2 warriors, 1 got back up. Those paladins are staying still. Another set of shots was fired from the hammerhead into my wraiths, and did nothing because I made all my saves. The Tower Command Squad jumped out from behind the Land Raider, fired off a bunch of shots killing a wraith, and then they jumped back. And over there the paladins shot at and killed 1 Deathmark. Then they assaulted. I got the Overwatch, so I managed to flame Wall of Death 1 of them. 1 wound off them. And then in the combat I went down to 7 Deathmarks and managed to finish off 1 guy. So they've got 3 guys and 1 of them's only got 1 wound left. So yeah, my turn 2, and gonna bring on the Doom Scythe. Okay, so first off, my Doom Scythe came on and began firing Nitzelies, and took out 2 paladins there straight off and blew up the hammerhead. Moved up these guys with the Ghost Arc, and they fired on Drago's squad, killing 1 paladin and taking another down to 1 wound. Warriors moved into the building to get close to the objective. The Wraiths, the Wraiths moved up along here, then they assaulted the Crisis Suits and took every single one of them out. Well worth their points, the Wraiths. Couldn't quite consolidate out the danger zone, so they are a bit at risk of being blown up, and they're trying to get closer to hit. So yeah, that's what I did, and now I'm probably going to see these 2 get blown up, but hopefully they'll survive. They got good saves. So yeah, time for Grey Knight turn 3. Right, not much happening here. I guess, okay, so first off, Fire Warriors moved up, and they blew up the bomb under the Land Raider. Didn't actually do any damage to me though, so I was quite lucky with that one. Then they Drago and his squad moved up, fired off some shots at the Warriors, and they fired some shots at the Warriors as well. Took out 5, and now the squad is down to 6 men because I made my reanimation protocols. Over there, the paladins killed 3 more of my Deathmarks, and kind of regretting putting them over there. I think I should have just gone straight for the marked unit with Drago in it instead. But I was kind of expecting them to do a lot more damage, but I guess I got too close. Never underestimate paladins. So yeah, that's pretty much all that happened, because Grey Knight army is always pretty small. So looks like it's my turn again. Time for Necron turn 3. Okay, so finished my turn 3. What happened? First off, Doom Scythe went off the table, so that it can come on, so it's coming from that edge next turn. These guys moved up, repaired 2 Necrons, and then fired, killing a bunch of paladins, and they fired as well. So now they're down to Drago and 1 guy and 1 wound. Doing really well there. Nothing attacked either of those units, didn't need to. And then over on this side, the Wraiths joined in the assault, and the Paladins are now down to 1 guy and 1 wound, and he's just hanging in there. He'll be gone next turn. Don't have to worry too much about him. Then maybe I can get those guys doing something. So, yeah, time for another Grey Knight turn. Okay, so Grey Knights finished their turn 4. As expected, the last Paladin over there was crushed and just consolidated. Those guys moved over, Fire Warriors moved up, they all fired on, as well as these 2, they fired on the Warriors over here. Then Drago with his paladin assistant, charged in and took them all out, apart from one who managed insane heroism, so, you know, he was just staying there. And, well, it looks like they're going to push for a line breaker, but I don't think they're going to be able to get past a ghost, or all that, I don't know. But anyway, I can always teleport those guys over. So, yeah, time for my turn 4. Okay, so what did I do? Well, first off, Drago finished off that guy. Well, actually, that was the last thing that happened, but anyway. Here, the Doom Scythe came on and laser beamed the Fire Warriors, killing 4 of them. And a 5th one was killed from the Ghost Arc shooting. Those guys were too far away, just holding on the objective. The race moved up, and Cryptex waiting for next turn. So, time for Grey Knights. Okay, so the Grey Knights finished their turn 5. The Fire Warriors and Knights moved up and fired on the race, managed to wipe out one of them. And then Drago and his assistant went in here, got the challenge to try and take out my Overlord, took out, they knocked off one of his wounds and he didn't get one. He didn't get any return damage, so Drago's winning that, but the Paladin who was with him got trashed, so he's gone, and it's basically Drago against all of them. So yeah, and looks like it's time for my turn 5. Alright. Okay, the allies have conceded, because it's going to be really difficult for them here, because I got first blood when I took out the tower there, and I've pretty much got this objective down, unless Drago can wipe them all off, and then he can't score it, and those guys are going to get trashed by the Doom Scythe when it comes around, and the Wraiths. So yeah, it was a fun game. If I could do anything differently, I would have sent the Death Mark unit straight after Drago in the beginning, because they marked him, and then so basically from now on I'm going to mark a unit and then attack it, and then if they wipe it out they can attack something else as well. I just thought it would be easier to get rid of that one because it was on the edge, but guess not. So thanks for watching. If you got any comments or suggestions, don't forget you can leave them down below in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.